on a beautiful Saturday night. It's ACHA Women's Division II Hockey. It's the Central Michigan Chippewas against the Miami Redhawks. Hello, everybody, and welcome inside Martin Ice Arena. I'm Derek Steele, by myself tonight for the first time this season. Matt Ryder is currently not here. We'll see if he can join me later on today's broadcast. But looking at the Central Michigan Chippewas team, not the way they wanted the second semester to start. They got swept by Penn State and Sioux College. Lost the first one to a struggling Lawrence Tech team right here at Martin Ice Arena. Was able to go to Farmington Hills, win that one 6-4. Gabby Nixon having 4 goals on that game, giving her 14 goals and 21 points on the year. But tonight, calm everything down. Last regular season series on the year here on Suicide Prevention Weekend. Miami of Ohio, though, taking a quick look at them, they have dropped 9 in a row. Haven't won a game in the year 2023. They want to be able to get off on the right foot and be able to get another win underneath their belt here tonight. Taking a quick look at scratches. The only one for Central Michigan is Lauren Abraham not dressing tonight. For Miami, we were not able to get scratches for them. But let's go down to the public dress announcer for starting lineups and the national anthem. Starting netminders for tonight's game, first off for the Miami University Redhawks, it's going to be 32 Scout Hofer. In 4 games this year, she has a 2-2 record, 325 goals against average, and an 884 save percentage. For the Central Michigan Chippewas, it's going to be 25 Bree Schroer. In 8 games, it's a 5-2-1 record, no shutouts, 244 goals against average, and a 921 save percentage. For the rest of the year starting lineups tonight, for Miami, it's going to be 3 Claire Wishoff, 8 Maddie Woodward, 13 Ella Shum, 17 Annie Gifford, 32 Scout Hofer, and 76 Carly Plagans. For Central Michigan, it's going to be 8 Caitlin Williams, 9 Noelle Simbro, 11 Leah Palmer, 12 Mac Barnett, and 61 Gabriella Nixon, coming off that 4-goal game a couple of weeks ago down in Lawrence Tech. As both teams are breaking the huddle, we got 20 minutes on the clock. And the regular season series, first game of the regular season finale, tomorrow being the last game of the 22-23 season for these Chippewas. Then it's off to the CCWHA playoffs next weekend from Crystal Fieldhouse in Burton, Michigan. Central Michigan's going to go left to right across your screen, Miami right to left. Nixon will dig in for the draw. Show will wish off as that is won by the Chippewas. Nixon will enter the zone. Bumped off the puck. That's taken in by 8. That was 8 Caitlin Williams. So that's going to go into the corner. That's where 17, that's Annie Gifford will grab it. Stolen by Nixon. Nixon in front of the net to Williams. Williams will circle. In front of the net, shot, and score! Noelle Simbro, 35 seconds into this game, gives Central Michigan a 1-0 lead. Beat that drum, 1-0 Chippewas lead. As that was a perfect feed from Williams to Simbro in front of the net. Simbro, one-time shot, gets it past Hofer to make this a 1-0 Chippewas lead. Face-off won by Central Michigan. Miami, as we talked about in the abbreviated pregame show, has lost 9 in a row, looking for their first win in the year 2023 since the holiday break. That's Palmer with it at the blue line. Palmer trying to feed it down low, isn't able to. Corralled in by a Redhawks player. Williams will chase after it in the corner. She grabs it before she's tangled up by 2 Redhawks players. That one trickles to Simbro in the other corner. That's where a Redhawks player will grab it. That was 16, Annie Zaharin, who grabbed it. Miami trying to clear it out of their zone. Saudi tried to keep it in. That's Castilny, 17, Emily Castilny, who kept it in. Saudi hits the deck. As that's finally going to be tried to be cleared by Miami. They're able to. Trying to get a shot on Schroer. That goes behind the net into the corner. That's where 66 Brooke Hubert will pick it up for Central Michigan. Hubert, 2-on-1. Hubert showing off the speed into the corner. Good defense there by the Redhawks. As Del Rey's going to go into the corner to grab it. Kylie Del Rey, leading scorer for Central Michigan this year. 21 goals, 13 assists for 34 points for Del Rey. Looking for number 22 here tonight. Has cooled off a little bit in the second semester. Shot on net, saved by Schroer. Del Rey starting to cool off here a little bit. Central Michigan has to look to their top line of Nixon, Del Rey, and Saudi is the other forward on that top line for Central Michigan to get some production. That's reeled in by Palmer at the blue line. Palmer tries to get it out. We'll get it over to 16, Tegan Perry. Perry had a huge hit late in that Lawrence Tech game that ended up being a 5-minute major. As she hits the deck, there's the call. Schroer's going out of the crease. As with 17-18 left in period number 1, Central Michigan's going to go on the power play. Something they've struggled with in the second semester, only capitalizing on 2 power play goals, both of which being here last series against Lawrence Tech. That's 16, Annie Zaharin into the penalty box for Miami. was not able to see what the call was. Tripping was the call on Zaharin. Central Michigan, for the first time here this weekend, will go on the player advantage. Williams with it, cross ice feed to Nixon. Nixon trying to score. Over to Perry at the blue line. Perry will circle. That's actually Palmer, number 11. Barnett in the corner. Barnett, one-time pass shot. Oh, as Nixon might have had a shot there. Not able to get a clean shot off. Looked to have Hofer beat there. Central Michigan not able to capitalize though. There's Nixon, circles the net. Out to Barnett. Barnett wings shot as that goes high and wide to Hofer. Miami finally able to clear. 1:19 left on the tripping penalty to Miami. Central Michigan looking to take an early 2-0 lead. Gifford with it, circles the net. Tries to clear out of the zone. She's able to, right to a waiting Palmer. Palmer up ahead to Hubert. That one's tipped, so icing will be waved off as Hubert goes to the end boards to grab it. Our CCHN on ice microphone's picking up some action down there. Castilny at neutral ice. Has that one stolen. That was 54 Mrammer who stole it. Miami doing a good job of keeping the puck out of the Central Michigan zone. 27 seconds left on the power play as that's going to be on icing on Central Michigan. Takes it down to shore. More importantly, the Chippewas not able to get a line change off. We'll have to keep the same five bodies on the ice. Will be Hubert to dig in for the faceoff. She's opposing Wurzos. Faceoff won by Miami as the player is able to keep that into the zone on her knees. That was 96 Zulke who was able to keep it in the zone as Hubert shot saved by Hofer. Barnett was trying to come in for the rebound as that one is shot by Saudi, saved by Hofer. Whistled, 3 seconds left on the power play. 15:21 left here in period number one. Derek Steele from Martin Ice Arena, first of a two-game series here. These two teams will rematch tomorrow, 11 a.m. warm-ups time, 10:55 broadcast start time from Martin Ice Arena. Big thank you to our producer, Reagan Cleaves, our cameraman, Devin Serra. Huge win by the men's Division III team, going out with a bang in the regular season. Huge win against Davenport, 6-4, trying to sneak their way into nationals in March. That was Zahorin who had the steal back out to the blue line as that is lost. That was Edmonds who lost it. Dumped into the zone. Haney will go grab it. 22 Allison Haney, daughter of head coach Chris Haney. Fight for it behind Schroer, won by the Redhawks along the end boards. As Haney is being tenacious, not giving up on the puck. That will be kicked out to Schlereth though. There's Perry chasing down the loose puck. 14:19 left here in period number one. That puck right to 7, Declan Whitus. Whitus trying to get the off-board feed to Wilson, stolen by the Redhawks though. Something we saw from Central Michigan a lot in the second semester. Their passes being a little bit weak as there's the shot number one on Schroer to get the save, 13:59 left. But going back to my point, those passes from Central Michigan being a little bit weak. Coach Haney talking to us in practice a couple weeks ago, something he's worked on the team with, making those passes stronger. He said that he'd rather have his forwards or his players have to run down a pass versus it being too weak and being intercepted. That pass from Whitus being an example of the latter one. Face-off won by the Redhawks, though. That's out to Schlereth at the blue line, shot and saved by Schroer. Schroer struggled a little bit last time in her last outing. It was right here against Lawrence Tech a few Fridays ago only gave up 3 goals, but was replaced early in the second period for Lauren Abraham, who came in, tried to get Central Michigan back into the game. Central Michigan scoring 3 goals in the last period and a half. Unfortunately, that wasn't enough to beat Lawrence Tech, losing that one 5-3. But they were able to bounce back the next day to beat the Blue Devils 6-4. Barnett will clear it from behind the net. That's where Williams will grab it in the corner. Williams will try and find Palmer. Williams still has it. Up ahead to Nixon. If Central Michigan hurries, they could get numbers. Nixon will back off for Hubert. Hubert trying to find her spot. Hubert, backhand. As that was blocked in front of the net, Miami will group into the corner. Nixon trying to come out with the puck. She has Williams there assisting her. As there's a Miami player who hit the deck, Hubert knocking her down. No call. Shot from Palmer just high and wide. Saudi will grab it from the blue line. That's actually Barnett who grabbed it from the blue line. As that kicks off the walls, Barnett trying to grab it. She has Williams in helping her. Williams will be the one to come out of the scrum with the puck. 12:49 left here in period number 1. First of a 2-game series here from Martin Ice Arena. Palmer with it at neutral ice. Leah Palmer bobbing and weaving. Palmer trying to find her spot. Shot saved by Hofer. Rebound in front of the net as that's going to be corralled in by a Miami player. Able to clear it. Liatino will grab it. 77 Grace Liatino had a goal in that Lawrence Tech series. That would have been the 3rd on the season for Liatino. Palmer tried to find Delray just a little bit strong. That's what we want to see from those passes from Central Michigan, though. Having those passes strong, making your forwards catch up to that one. Delray not able to do it as Whitus retreats into the corner to grab it. 12 minutes exactly left in period number 1. Central Michigan out to a 1-0 lead thanks to a Noelle Simbro goal 26 seconds into this one. 34 seconds left into this one. Liatino along the sideboards and neutral ice. Delray will come and help. That's a Miami player to come out though. Saudi heckling her, trying to get the puck. That's up to Wishoff though. Wishoff will enter the zone. Good play there by the Redhawks to keep that on sides. Whitus from the corner. Gets it out to Delray. Delray tried to find Saudi. Saudi will just dump it right to a Miami player as that was Perry taken down to the ice. No call there. Good play there by the Miami player to knock Perry down. Did so cleanly, not to draw the penalty. Wilson will run it down at the blue line. She gets beaten out. That was by Gifford. Shot as that is saved by Schroeder. The shot was from 45 Madison Warzos. 10:45 left in period number 1. It's going to be Perry and Zahoran to dig in. Face-off was won by Zahoran. 16 versus 16. The two number 16s for their respective teams facing off on that face-off as Wilson will collect at neutral ice. Gets bumped off the puck. Barnett was right there to grab it though. Simbro will go down and chase. Simbro, as that was Noel's 4th goal on the year for Central Michigan. Wilson had a chance as that was good defense there by Edmonds for the Redhawks to not give Wilson the chance to get goal number 2 of her Central Michigan career. Nixon collects. Nixon will circle the net. She actually dumps it off. Simbro in front of the net as that is trickling around. Finally corralled in by a Redhawks player. 9:54 left in period number 1. Redhawks on the attack. Central Michigan pins them to the boards though. There it is to Nixon. Nixon 3-on-1 in favor of Miami. Nixon all alone. Shoved into the corner was Nixon. Tries to get it to a teammate. Wasn't able to collect on that cross-ice pass. As there it is to Miami. Oh, good play there by Palmer to negate that scoring opportunity for the Redhawks. Williams will try and chase it down, though. That was collected by Zahorin. Fight for it right in front of the Miami bench. Comes out to Nixon right at neutral ice. Nixon will dump it into a Miami player. That's over to Rammer. Rammer loses it, as Shore will just pounce on it for the whistle. 9 minutes exactly left in period number 1. Central Michigan moving up to the number 2 ranking in the Central rankings. They jumped Adrian in the rankings that were released yesterday. No surprise to anyone. Sioux College 18-0 on the season. 36 points for the Cougars. Number 1 spot in the Central. They swept Notre Dame a couple weekends ago. Both games were forfeited from the Fighting Irish. They will play Bowling Green tonight and tomorrow to finish out their season. The Fighting Irish. One series to look for, though, is Adrian against Michigan State. Reagan and Devin talked about it in the men's game earlier. Michigan State, one of the best teams in the CCWHA right now, playing some really good hockey. Central Michigan matched up against them the first weekend of the series all the way back in early October, was able to sweep the Spartans, but Michigan State playing some really good hockey. As right now it looks like Central Michigan will match up against Adrian next Friday in the first round of the CCWHA playoffs, barring no surprises in the standings throughout the weekend. As Mermalik tried to collect that one off the bench, she isn't able to. They'll roll all the way back to Central Michigan's zone, where Kostilny will grab it for Mermalik. Chippewas definitely glad to get Mermalik back. She spent some time injured. That's something Central Michigan has had to deal with throughout this year, is injuries. Most notably, Perry and Simbro missing extended time this year. Glad to have everyone back and healthy heading into the final weekend. Simbro overskates that one. Collected by a Miami player. As that pass was right to Barnett. Miami player will dump it into the zone. That was 7 Eshlaham who dumped it in. Watch out, Williams, one-on-one. Caitlin Williams. Williams will bob and weave. Williams, oh, she goes down, no call. As that was a clean defensive play there by the Redhawks. What a scoring opportunity for Central Michigan, as Williams is skating off a little bit gingerly to the bench. It's Nixon to come in for her place. Hubert tried to steal. That one goes to the wickets or Barnett into the end boards. Barnett will collect in the corner. Gets it out to Delray. Delray up ahead to Nixon. Nixon has that one just hit off her stick. Stolen by Mooney. Shea Mooney enters the zone, has it stolen by a Central Michigan player, Nixon. Watch out, Nixon, one-on-one. Back to Delray. Oh, Delray just overskated that one, as she will collect along the boards. 6:15 left in period number 1. Make sure to stay tuned for the first intermission report, brought to you by CMUWomen'sHockey.com. We'll have a look at the out-of-town scoreboard. Plus, we'll recap a huge win by the Central Michigan D3 team against Davenport. They will play next weekend against Oakland in the MCHC first-round playoffs from Midland. As Delray will go and try and chase that one down, she's not able to. That was 76 Flagans who beat her to the puck along the end boards. Fight for it in front of the net, as Hofer saw that all the way, was able to clear it. Back out to the blue line. Palmer will take a wrist shot. Saved by Hofer. Whistle, 5:30 left in period number 1. But going back to that one-on-one opportunity from Williams, she tried to juke out her defender. Good play there by the Redhawks. Easily or cleanly was able to make a last-second save to get Williams onto the ice. Williams not able to collect the puck and get it off cleanly. Easy save there by Hofer. Good play there by the Redhawks. Saudi circles, trying to find someone. Oh, she's along the end board. She'll go down. Gets it out to Palmer at the blue line, though. Palmer tries to take a wrist shot. That will hit off a player. Leah Palmer, the leading assist getter for the team this year. Palmer has 16 assists along with 4 goals for 20 points. Central Michigan enjoying an offensive explosion this year. 20 points from Palmer, 34 points from Delray, 21 from Nixon. Williams has 24. She's looking for her 25th point tonight. As there's going to be a whistle hand pass. I believe that was on the Redhawks. Let's see what the call is. As that was on Miami. It's going to send it back in their own zone. Same 5 stay on the ice for Central Michigan. Miami, on the other hand, able to get a line change off, as that's Perry and Zahoran who digs in for the faceoff. One by Perry out to the blue line. Whitus cross ice pass to Barnett. Oh, watch out. Miami, one-on-one opportunity shot saved by Schroer. Rebound as Schroer pounces on the rebound to make the save, much to the applause of the Central Michigan crowd. 4:34 left in period number 1. As we do not have a Matt Ryder spotting here yet, still looking for my broadcast partner. But the action, oh, there is Matt, sitting to my left. He must have snuck in here. We love Matt. Nixon, though. Central Michigan developing a 2-on-2. Nixon has that one stolen at the last second by a Miami player. That one will trickle through the wickets of Haney all the way to, nope, that won't get to the trapezoid, as that is saved by Haney. Whitus tried to get it to Hubert. That one will trickle the length of the ice. Icing's waved off, though. That was deflected. Williams applying pressure. That one right to Nixon, though. Nixon not able to handle. As Miami's able to develop something. They have a 2-on-2. Watch out. Shot on that. Oh, nice play there by Palmer to get a piece of her body in front of that puck to deflect it into the corner. That's where Williams will start the attack. Williams up ahead to Hubert off the boards. Hubert hassled off the puck by Eschleman. There's Wishoff. Wishoff shot saved by Schroer, as that's going to deflect off the netting and out of play. 3:22 left in period number 1. Face-off is going to be the right of Schroer. It's going to be Liatino and Wishoff to dig in. Face-off won by Wishoff, as that's going to trickle all the way in the Central Michigan zone. Miami able to easily handle it, though. Cross the ice pass. Shot just wide of Schroer, as Schroer in front of the net. That one hit off a body, I think, at the last possible second. Liatino trying to clear it, isn't able to. Something we've seen a lot from Central Michigan, giveaways in the defensive zone. Have to take care of the puck and be able to clear the puck out of your zone. Something they were able to clear up a lot against Lawrence Tech. More specifically, the second game, Lawrence Tech implementing the cherry pick style, having a player when they were on the back check at neutral ice. With only 7 skaters, you have to get creative, something Lawrence Tech did, and it led to a win against Central Michigan in the first game. That one's stolen. Watch out, Delray, shot on net. Oh, just high. Nice save there by Hofer to deflect that one to the backboards. Stolen, though, by, that was Barnett who tried to get the steal. She's finally able to grab it. Mac Barnett, the captain for the Chippewas. She's going to return next year. Central Michigan not having any graduating players from their team from this year to next year. They're able to keep their entire team, but remember, they're also able to add some recruits, 2 of which committed to the team back at Loyola of Chicago. The Central Michigan team, they're on the lookup thanks to Coach Chris Haney. And this freshman class for the Chippewas, as that's going to go the length of the ice. Icing will be the call, as there's a whistle from the referee. 1:32 left in period number 1. The only senior on the team being Mariah Wilson. She has said she is returning next year, though. Big sign for the Chippewas. Being able to keep all these players, keeping the core of your team, plus you're getting another freshman class that Coach Haney is saying it's going to be about as good as this one. That's going to be, when you got Kylie Del Rey on this freshman class, that's going to be a hard feat to handle, as there's Schroer making another incredible save with the pads. Rebound saved by Schroer into the corner. That's where Burnett will collect. 1:15 left in the period. Central Michigan clinging onto a 1-0 lead thanks to a Noel Simbro goal less than 1 minute into the period. That's Perry. Tried to get it to Wilson. Wilson will regroup. Just rocket it the length of the ice. Williams trying to get the icing. She's able to. Nice play there by Caitlin Williams, showing off her second gear speed. Something we've seen from Caitlin all year. 47 seconds left in the period. In front of the net. There it is. One-timer saved by Hofer. Rebound in front of the net as that one sent to the end boards. Williams not able to collect that one within her stick. There it is to Nixon, though. Nixon coming off her 4-game goal against Lawrence Tech. 29 seconds left in the period. Miami trying to clear it out. They're able to, as they go on the forecheck. They're going to get a shot off. That one saved by Shore into the end boards, as that's going to be cleared off. 8 seconds left in the period. Williams trying to negate another icing. This time she's not able to, as that was Gifford who's able to beat her to the puck. 4.7 seconds left. If you're Miami, you got enough time to win the faceoff, get a clean look at Shore away, and beat this buzzer to save it, to tie it going into the first intermission. Report. We've seen Central Michigan give up a lot of late period goals, as that one was blocked, and last second opportunities not going to be good. Central Michigan going into the first period, break up 1-0. Stay tuned with us for the first intermission report. Matt Ryder will have that. Take a look at the out-of-town scoreboard right after this on CCHN, your home for Chippewa hockey.
Welcome back to CCHN. After period number 1, down 1-0. Kudos to Caitlin Williams getting the pass to Noelle Simbro. That is her 4th on the year. And how about that, right? You know, today we are representing the suicide prevention. So any money donated to them will be much appreciated. And you know, from McKenna Brown, this game is from McKenna Brown and Noelle Simbro's friend and former teammate. So to have her score a goal, you know, on this day for McKenna Brown is amazing that this is happening, you know. So, but promoting CMU events, we're also saving money for the playoffs and for nationals. So, you know, go to the CMUwomenshockey.com and you can contact Mac and Coach Haney to learn more to donate. Looking at the CCWHA, Adrian is playing Michigan State right now. It started at 7 p.m. and Bowling Green versus Nordic Dame. Looking around the scoreboard in the ACHA, University of Wisconsin, we have a lot of teams playing today. University of Wisconsin versus University of Wisconsin Stout, Rowan versus Villanova, Merrimack versus Assumption, Wisconsin versus Minnesota Duluth, Mercyhurst University versus Osega State, Michigan, and another notable one, Assiniboine versus Dakota College. Looking around the Chippewa scoreboard for men's basketball and women's, unfortunately they took the L today against Bowling Green, 83-75 for the women's, and for the men's we have 76-59. So tough losses for them. Both teams have been playing really well so far this season, so tough losses for them. But excited to be back in the second period. Sorry I wasn't here in the first period, had a lot of stuff going on. My apartment almost broke, had a fire, so Derek will be the play-by-play, and I'll be the color. We'll be right back at CCHN. See you guys soon.
And we're back here on CCHN. Central Michigan clinging onto a 1-0 lead after the first period. Matt, baseball today. Man, 20-5 against Baylor.
Yeah, I just heard that. Yeah, I mean, that's just amazing. You don't see that every day for baseball. But, hey, looks like the other team needs to step up. I don't know who they played, though.
You want to hear a tidbit, Matt?
What's that?
Okay, so McKenna Brown, former friend of Noel Simbro, who scored the first goal on the game.
Yeah.
Noel Simbro.
Yep.
34 seconds into the game.
34 seconds?
McKenna Brown wore 34.
Oh, my goodness.
Todd Palmer told me that one going into intermission break. As Central Michigan will go right to left on your screen, Miami going left to right. As there is going to be an early whistle as Central Michigan player is going to go to the box for a trip. It's going to be Gabby Nixon going to the box. That will be Nixon's third and fourth penalty minute. As, hey, we got Joel Drucker here.
Looks like he's coming back from lacrosse.
Joel, being a multi-sport athlete, was not able to dress for the hockey team today. He's wearing his lacrosse game.
Joel Drucker, are you coming from a game? Did you get the W? Did you get the W? Oh, okay.
Heartbreaking loss for our club lacrosse team today. Who'd you play, Joel? Heartbreaking loss against Madonna University. Nonetheless, it's going to be Central Michigan on the penalty kill for the first time today. Matt, I talked about in the first period the power play for Central Michigan struggling. The penalty kill has been the complete opposite.
Yeah, I believe we were 2 for 14 for the power play, and we've been lights out on the penalty kill, so that's something we can hang our hat on.
Williams was able to clear it out of the zone for a second, as that's going to be brought back in by a Miami player. Did not have my roster on me, but now here it is in my hand, as that's going to be saved by Schroer, sent into the corner. That was Wishoff who was able to bring it back into the zone for Miami. That led to a Redhawks shot on Schroer. There's one more time, Schroer. There. I cannot speak apparently, as that one is saved by Schroer. Speaking today, Matt, it's been a little bit of my weakness.
Yeah, I feel like you've been killing it, but ever since I got here, now you're struggling. What's happening?
I guess it must be the Matt Ryder curse.
I think so. Well, hey, 34 seconds. McKenna Brown wore 34. How cool is that, huh?
It's meant to be, Matt.
Let alone Noel scoring.
104 left in that's Nixon in the box, and Nixon tripping penalty. Miami was able to fend off their only penalty in the first period. That was the only penalty of the game so far. Central Michigan trying to do the same thing to the Redhawks. That one's going to go behind Hofer. Delray applying pressure. Just sitting there. Finally, she will retreat. As that's Zahoran bringing it into the zone. As good defense there by Barnett to say no thank you. And to be able to clean the puck off. Saudi getting up a little gingerly is able to skate back though and stay on the ice. Oh, as Saudi hits the deck. That one brought on sides by Rammer. Rammer into the corner. Shot saved by Schroer. That might have hit a body, as that is to a Central Michigan player. They're able to clear it out of the zone. That was Barnett who was able to clear it out, as Nixon is back onto the ice. That Central Michigan penalty has been warded off. 17:39 left here in period number 2. Barnett at the blue line trying to find someone, isn't able to. That's right to Edmonds. Edmonds will enter the zone. Has that stolen though, as that was Barnett who was able to send it back. Perry with it. Barnett tries to clear it. She's going to touch up to Liatino, who loses it. That one's called onside by the referee right there. Central Michigan having a 2-man referee crew tonight. Barnett right to a Miami player at neutral ice, who will give it to Edmonds. Edmonds will dump it into the zone. That's where Miami will pick up. Shot just wide. That was Huber on the shot. Fight for along the sideboards. Won by Miami. That was Schultz who won it. Shot saved as there's the whistle. Shore will hold on to it for the whistle. 16:22 left in period number 1.
Well, the Chippewas, they've scored 10 goals in the last 5 games. So that's not familiar territory for us, where we would average 4+ goals a game, and we've been struggling as of late in the last 4 games.
Sorry, that's Williams who tried to chase after it, isn't able to get there. That's Campbell who is able to get the puck. That one's stolen. Nixon will try and grab it. She will be able to as she circles. That one exits the zone. Palmer has it though. Tries to hit it into the zone. She takes a body down to the ice. No call. Good play there by Palmer. Fight for along the corner. Won by Central Michigan. There it is to Palmer. Palmer just stronger Williams. As Williams will hit the afterburner, so will Simbro. Simbro, the only scorer of this game so far, gets her 4th goal of the game 34 seconds into the game. Central Michigan honoring McKenna Brown pregame. Also, the 3 victims lost in the tragedy at Michigan State University this Monday. Matt, what else can we say about that, though? That's 2 tragedies that happened in the state of Michigan in the span of 15 months. It's heartbreaking.
It's been a heartbreaking week, to say the least, having that happen. And with Oxford 15 months ago, the families are going through a lot in the state of Michigan, but the communities are coming together strong.
We want to send our deepest thoughts and condolences to the families affected at Michigan State on Monday. As there's a fight for it behind the net. Saudi will grab it. Out to Haney. Haney trying to find her first goal of the year as that shot was blocked. Good play there by the Redhawks. That was Eschleman who was able to block it. There it is. Saudi shot on net. Saved by Hofer. Rebound in front of the net. As that's to Chippewa. Oh, just wide. That one was sent just wide by Hubert. Hubert trying to make a bid for another goal this year. Saudi steals it in the offensive zone. Shot just high. As there's going to be a Redhawks player to collect the puck. Whistle. As that's a Central Michigan player who's down on the ice. That's Hubert down.
Well, that's something that you don't want to see, Brooke Hubert being down, and we're going to
Let's see what happens here. Hubert lands into the boards, and she just goes down after a hit into the boards. Matt, something you don't want to see if you're a Central Michigan fan right now, though.
Yeah, as I was saying, Brooke Hubert being hurt right there, but she's getting right back up on her feet, which is a great sign to see for the Chippewas as the fans give a great applause to her liking.
As it was a clean hit from the Redhawks player, pushes Hubert into the boards. It was a stick that hit her high. It was a stick that caught her up high, twisted her down. But as you said, Matt, luckily she was able to skate off and onto the bench. No penalties will be assessed there, though. As that puck's to Wilson. Wilson trying to enter it into the zone. She will get hassled off the puck. As that one was stolen from Mermeluk. Mermeluk trying to get a shot off. Burnett trying to keep it onside. She's not able to. That's to Zahoran. Zahoran dumps it off to a teammate. That's the 52, Shea Mooney. Mooney with 1 goal and 2 assists on the year for 3 points for the Redhawks. Matt, looking at Miami, it's pretty even scoring up and down their score sheet. It's Claire Wishoff who's their leading scorer, 9 goals, 6 assists on the year for 15 points. But it's been pretty even scoring for Miami.
Yeah, I mean, they haven't put anything on the board yet, which is good for our defense. And, you know, we're attacking them at a high pace right now, late in the second period. We look to continue to find more opportunities to keep that momentum going.
Leotino will shove a person into the boards as there's a defensive zone turnover for the Chippewas. Luckily, Schroer is able to pounce on the puck and get the whistle. 13:01 left in period number 2.
I'm also surprised we're not peppering this goalie. They've given up 28, Miami have given up 28 goals in the last 5 games, 10-game losing streak, and they can't seem to crack the code and get a W after starting off the season on a hot start, 7-5, and ever since then started by losing to Adrian and just went
Shot
downhill.
as there's a whistle. Central Michigan player goes down. Schroer is able to get the whistle. That was Palmer who went down to the ice, brought a Redhawks player down with her. But Matt, this is what we've seen from Central Michigan all second semester, not being able to get the puck out of their defensive zone as Schroer faced, what was it, 71 shots?
72, yeah.
72 shots in the loss to Sioux College, the first game that ended up being a 2-1 loss. As I say that, Central Michigan getting a shot, save, rebound in front of the net as that sneaks in. Caitlin Williams, point number 26 on the years. As Central Michigan takes a 2-0 lead with 12:39 left in period number 2. Matt, we've talked about it this year. Broadcaster Shinks working for you in a good and bad way. That might have been it working for you in a good way there.
Wow, looking at that play of events, Caitlin Williams taking it up on the right side of the ice, and she had Noelle Simbro on the left side. I thought she was going to get that pass there and get her second goal of the game, but she decides to take it for herself and Caitlin Williams, not just number 2 of this game, one away from a Hattie, and she is racking up the score sheet in the ACHA. You know, she's been my favorite player to watch all season. And we have the Chippewas moving to Noelle Simbro.
As that was Simbro who was able to get the assist on the Williams goal. So the first goal of the night came at the 36-second mark in period number 1. It was Simbro from Williams. The second one, flip it. It's Williams from Simbro. As for Caitlin Williams, that will be goal number 9 on the year for her.
Number 9 for Caitlin Williams, and here's a breakaway from Miami, taking it to the right side. Top of the right circle. Defense from the Chippewas applying pressure, trying to get it out of their own zone. Hubert will try to find it. She has a chance, loses the puck.
As that was taken in by Zahorin, that will be 7 points on the year for Simbro with the goal and assist. 26 on the year for Caitlin Williams.
Miami will control it near the end boards. Zoe Sadi applying pressure. Brooke Hubert waiting in the crease. Miami takes a hold of it.
Barnett able to keep it in the zone there. She will pass it off the glass to Hubert. Hubert kicks a player to the boards. We'll try and wrap it around for Haney. That one's stolen by Miami's number 2. That's Jessie Allen. Barnett tries to collect it. She'll give it right back to a Miami player. Saudi tries to clear it. She's able to. Kicks it out to O'Brien, though. That one's stolen by the Redhawks. We'll just dump it into the zone to the right of Schroer. To Schroer's right, actually. O'Brien trying to kick it in. She actually was trying to find Warzo. She wasn't able to connect on the pass. As that's going to go into the corner. That's where Haney will collect along the end boards. Cross ice pass to Saudi. Saudi up at Hubert. Hubert has Delray to her right. Watch out. Brooke Hubert bobbing and weaving. Hubert will try and take it coast to coast as that one just hits the wrong part of the back of the net. Hubert not able to capitalize there. Good play by Central Michigan, though, trying to get the pressure on Miami once again to extend this lead to 3-0. Fight for it right in front of me, probably 5 feet in front of me. That one's won by Central Michigan, though. Delaware will be able to wrap it along the boards. Leotino trying to chase it down. She's not able to as she pins a player to the board. 9:38 left here in period number 2. Central Michigan trying to get a winning streak going. The first one they would have since they were able to beat Notre Dame, sweep Notre Dame back in early December, December 3rd and 4th. Their first win of the second semester came last time on the ice against Lawrence Tech, that being a 6-4 game. As there's a chance in front of the net, saved by Hofer though. She will collect for the whistle as 9:13 remains here in period number 2.
Wow, Caitlin Williams, an assist, 2 goals, and we're not even halfway, or we are halfway, I guess, through the second period. She's rocking on all cylinders, and hopefully the love will spread across this Chippewa squad.
Face-off won by Central Michigan. Miami will collect though. That one will get up ahead to Zolke. Zolke, watch out, 3-on-1 as that is broken up by Palmer. Nice defensive play there by the Chippewas alternate captain. Palmer tries to find Wilson, just a tad bit strong on that pass as that's gonna go for icing. 8:48 left in period number 2. Let's see which side Miami's gonna put the face-off on. As off of an icing, they're able to choose which circle, which face-off circle they want it to be in. They're gonna choose it to Schroer's left. That's going to be Wishoff to dig in for the face-off. She wins it. She'll collect her own puck. Wishoff tries to wrap it behind the net. Liatino will collect though. Liatino trying to get it to Wilson. She's able to. Mariah Wilson just has that puck go a little bit strong as there's going to be the offside call on Liatino and Wilson. 8:29 left in period number 2.
Well, as you mentioned earlier, Derek, we have no seniors on the team, but we do have a lot of veterans, and Mariah Wilson is one of them, along with Mac Barnett, being with the team for a couple years now, and they'll be here continuing next year, being another veteran leader for this young CMU squad.
Wishoff shot as that one was ricocheted in front, sent to the corner though. Simbro's gonna have a one-on-one. Simbro has Nixon. Simbro just has that one hit off her stick and to the end boards as she gets taken down, no call. Williams fighting for it as she's fighting with the referee to get the puck. Finally, Williams is able to get the puck free as that one is a shot and saved by Hofer.
Simbro and Williams getting a lot of touches. We already know Williams gets a ton of touches, being the point goddess of the CMU squad, and she's facilitating to all her players, and she's deciding to take action and putting 2 on the night in this tilt against the Redhawks.
It's going to be Nixon and Horan to dig in. Haney will send it to the end boards. That's where a teammate will grab it. I cannot tell who that was. That was actually Simbro to grab it. Whitus will line up a shot, has that one ricochet off of Redhawks. Whitus will able to retreat quickly though. Whitus cross ice feed to Haney, has that one deflect as Miami's able to regain control. They have a 3-on-1. Miami shot, saved by Schroer as that one's gonna go to the end boards. Williams will grab it as she's not able to collect it. Redhawks with the opportunity. Shot, saved by Schroer. 7:20 left here in period number 2.
One of the keys to the game is definitely be better on the power play, as we are 2 for 14, and also with passing, able to move the puck, and we've been not that great with passing it to our teammates. It's been overpassing, and we need to use that spacing and have those lead passes and stretch passes in order to get the offense going.
If you're looking for game reports, stats, schedules, and more, take a trip to CMUWomen'sHockey.com. There you can find those and much more, including player information, recruiting information, apparel, and more. That's CMUWOMEN_SHOCKEY.com. There is no apostrophe in that, as Matt, you forgot to take the apostrophe out.
Oops.
We're giving
bad.
Matt a hard time. We like to poke fun at each other here at CCHN as there's a save by Schroer coming up with a big glove save. Schroer lets that one intrude in front of her. Miami keeps it in though. There it is along the end boards. That's 245 Warzos. Warzos will kick it out to the blue line. That's where Saudi's able to clear it. She's not able to gain possession, though. Delayed offsides is waved off. As that will trickle back into Central Michigan zones. Redhawks able to grab it, though. That's Shum who grabs it. Fight for it right along the boards. O'Brien gets it out. Nice up ice feed from O'Brien to Schultz. Schultz will take the shot, ricochets to the end boards. Schultz will grab her own rebound. That one wraps behind Schroer. Palmer will grab it. 5:59 left here in period number 2. Delray has it. Delray gets it stolen. That was stolen by Eschleman. Palmer will collect. Palmer looking for something, isn't able to find something. She gets pinned to the boards with the puck. As 2 Central Michigan players take down a Miami player. No call, though, as Hubert comes out with it. 2-on-1 in favor of Miami as Hubert loses it. That was stolen by O'Brien. Petushka grabs it. Gets it to a teammate. Murmuk slapping her stick on the ice. That's a slap shot save by Schroer. That shot was from Rammer. 5:12 left in period number 2. Make sure to stay tuned with us for the second intermission report brought to you by CMUWomen'sHockey.com. There, I'll take a quick look at the out-of-town scoreboard. Detroit, big game, Matt, won 5 in a row.
Red Wings?
Red Wings, they've won 5 in a row.
Oh,
they
wow.
will take on the Kraken tonight at 10 p.m.
Good job, boys. Yeah, I watched their last game against
It might be 4 in a
Calgary, yeah.
It might be 4 in a row now.
Thanks, Ray.
It's 5 in a row. Leontino, 2-on-1. She has Murmaluk. Leontino shot, save by Hofer as she will pounce on the puck. 4:54 left in the period.
Well, in the series, we are 0-4 against this Miami Redhawks squad, and this will be huge if we can get win number 1. They haven't played since the 2016-17 season.
Matt's taking credit for all my pregame research.
Yeah, sure. Yeah.
Now, Matt does great jobs here for us on CCHN as there's a shot from Williams. That one will just deflect high. Miami, here's a tidbit for you, Matt. Miami's on a 9-game losing streak. That's their longest losing streak since the 1920 season where they lost 11 in a row. 6 of those losses were forfeits, though, as that's going to go for icing against the Redhawks. 6 forfeits for Miami on an 11-game losing streak. The Redhawks this year hasn't fared much better.
They haven't played well. They haven't played well
9
this season.
games.
They started out really hot, and they just lost their, I think you said 9. I think it might be 10, but if it's 9.
It's 9.
Either way, it's horrible. So they need to get back on this track and take a win against our Chippewas.
Castilny at the blue line will dump it in. That's where Simbro will grab it. Simbro trying to get after her own puck. She's able to as she pins a player to the boards. That's where Williams will get it out to Whitish. Whitish, 1-on-1. Whitish will just dump it into the corner and wrap it to Simbro. Simbro not able to grab it. There it is to Williams. Williams back to Nixon. Nixon will try and get it out to Whitish. She's able to. One Canadian to another, as Matt would like to say. Simbro pinned along the boards. That's where Williams will come out and help. Caitlin Williams really showing off her speed here tonight. What a hit by Williams, sending her player down. No penalty upcoming, though. As that one is finally cleared by the Redhawks. Nixon will grab it, though. Nixon will send it to Whitus, up to Simbro. Simbro just tried to dump it in. She whiffs on that, though. 3:28 left in period number 1. That's up to Woodward. Woodward, as that one goes wide of Schroer, she'll just watch the puck circle her. Simbro tries to clear. She's able to. Cross ice pass to Williams. As a Miami player did the splits. Just a little bit more flexible than me, Matt. Cannot do the splits.
I think 110% more flexible than you, Derek.
Zahoran shot. Saved by Schroer as she goes from her left to her right. And
All right.
Do we want to talk about flex? Nope, that's an off. That's after the game conversation.
Well, wrapping up the regular season, 7 players double digits in points for the Chippewas, and 5 of them are freshmen. So 2 of them are Palmer and Barnett with 19 and 12 points. So it's been all freshmen just killing it this season. That's leading to their success.
Palmer actually has 20 points on this season, which is good enough for second on the Chippewas. Obviously, Kylie Del Rey, we've talked about her all year. 34 points, Matt, 21 of those being goals.
Yeah, she's amazing. I mean, she has like 3 to 4 patties on the season. So one of them against Adrian.
She has 3 on the year, Bowling Green, Northern Michigan, and Adrian.
That's unheard of to have 3 Hatties, you know, in hockey in the college level, so in a season. So she's just representing for this team and being that leader offensively.
As that was Hubert to take a player down. No penalty coming. As that one's to Del Rey. Del Rey not able to locate it. Finally, she's able to get to the puck, tries to find Hubert just a little bit strong and out of the reach of Hubert. That's where Miami player will dump and go. That was Horan who just dumped and went. Palmer will get it up to Del Rey. Del Rey has that one hit off her stick just a little bit strong. There it is to Saudi. Saudi will dump in. 1:46 left in the period. As Central Michigan's able to get a line change off. There's Barnett back onto the ice. Barnett has her stick taken out of her hands. How's that not a penalty? No call from the referee as Barnett pleads her case. Nonetheless, it's going to be Miami to take it into the zone. Miami, shot, saved by Schroer. That was Petushka on the shot.
Well, Schroer has had an interesting couple of games after that.
As here's the play to Barnett. She just has a player rip the stick out of her hands. The skater was going up the boards. Her teammates in front of her. Stick comes out of her hands clearly. No slashing call, Matt.
Yeah, no slashing call, and that's what the refs are going to go with, and that's making the Chippewa Nation angry.
As that is going to go into Central Michigan zone. Leotino is trying to chase it down. She's not able to. Whitehouse will collect at neutral ice. Cross ice pass to her defensive partner. That's Castilny. Castilny and Whitehouse being on the same line most of this year. Man, defense has been Central Michigan's calling card, Matt. We've talked about it all year. The defense from Central Michigan, as there's another defensive play as we were talking about it. As Murmaluk goes down, no call. 44 seconds left. Murmaluk gets back into the play. Miami will try and get a shot off before the end of the period. Castilny, hassled, has the puck stolen. 34 seconds left. That is Shum with it. Shum will give it to a teammate. That was off to Wishoff, the leading scorer for this Redhawks team. 20 seconds left in the period. Palmer pulls the player off the puck. As that is gonna go into neutral ice from Rammer. Over to Whitehouse. Whitehouse has it stolen, watch out. Oh, nice play there by Palmer to stick check that one away. As that is gonna be triple zeros in period number 2. Chippewas extend their lead to 2-0 thanks to Caitlin Williams, 9th goal on the year. They will lead this one 2-0 after 2 periods. Stay tuned for the second intermission report right after this on CCHN, your home for Chippewa hockey. Oh, by the way.
That was a friendly joke, by the way.
I know it was.
Okay.
I took it as that. By the way,
Okay.
Abraham's out for this weekend.
Do you know the injury? Do you know the injury?
Lower body. She suffered it in December. She aggravated it against Lawrence Tech. She already said she's playing it next semester or next weekend though. What's up? Score sheet? I got it. I'm good. Thanks so, Sarah.
motion camera check.
Hey, Reagan, mute the mics, please. Reagan, mute the mics, please. And welcome back to CCHN, your home for Chippewa hockey. For the second intermission report brought to you by CMUWomen'sHockey.com, the Central Michigan Chippewas trying to extend their winning streak to 2 games after taking down Lawrence Tech a few weekends ago, 6-4 from Farmington Hills Ice Arena. Caitlin Williams and Noelle Sinbro, the only 2 players to find their names in the scoring sheet so far tonight, both with a goal and an assist so far here tonight. Penalties on the night for Central Michigan was Gabriella Nixon. We did not get who It was a trip on Nixon. There was a Miami penalty in the first period. That was also a trip. We were not able to get the player that caused that penalty. Both teams are 0 for 1 on the power plays so far tonight. It's been Central Michigan's defense so far that's been able to get them out to the nothing lead. Specifically, goalie Bree Shore having a really nice bounce back game before or after struggling against Lawrence Tech a few weekends ago, giving up 3 goals in just over a period, being replaced by Lauren Abraham, which ended up being a 5-3 loss for Central Michigan. Shore actually gave up 4 goals in that 5-3 loss for the Chippewas. Taking a quick look at the out-of-town scoreboard, Detroit Red Wings are in action tonight against the Seattle Kraken from Seattle at 10:30 puck drop. That one will be on Bally Sports Detroit and 97.1 The Ticket. Detroit trying to extend their win streak to 6 games. They are 3 points out of the final wild card spot in the NHL. A team that's right behind them is the Buffalo Sabres, who are at 56 points on the year, Detroit being at 58. They take on the San Jose Sharks tonight at 10:30 p.m. from San Jose. Taking another look at the NHL, Colorado beat I do not like my shorthand so far. Colorado won today against St. Louis. That's what that says, the St. Louis Blues 4-1 in St. Louis. New Jersey topped Pittsburgh 5-2 in Pittsburgh, as our producer Reagan Cleaves is being a big help for us tonight. So thank you, Reagan, running the camera for this intermission report. Grand Rapids was in action, wrapping up their 4-game homestand. They lost 6-2 to Cleveland last night from their home rink. Flint, Firebirds, and Saginaw are in action tonight. We do not have who Flint is taking on, but Saginaw is taking on the Owen Sound Attack from Saginaw, Michigan. That will do it for the second intermission report, brought to you by CMUWomen'sHockey.com. Stay tuned for the third period. We got a lot more action right here on CCHN. Stay tuned. Wait, what's a good synonym for cold? And we're back from a frigid Martin Ice Arena, Central Michigan, holding on to a 2-0 lead.
You're live, bro.
Here. It's been a day, man. I'm ready.
What kind of synonym?
You know what? No, it's not even been a day. It's been a week.
I can agree with you with that. We had 2 weeks off, and we're back in this, and
Just a tad bit rusty.
just a lot of bit rusty, but but hey, look at these jerseys from Miami, looking bright and red. Good thing they're gonna. Hopefully they can not to win with them, but it's gonna be a long shot, you know.
Both teams are back on the ice as we got 20 minutes once again on the board. Nixon will dig in for the faceoff for Central Michigan as she loses. I cannot tell who that was. That was 54, Alexis Rammer, who won the faceoff. As Miami's the one coming out on the attack here in the third period. Fans wanted a penalty there as Williams hit the deck. No call. Coach Haney not looking too pleased on that one. Palmer up ahead to Cimbro as that hits Cimbro's lumber.
That was a perfect stretch pass to Cimbro.
That was a good play by Cimbro to be able to knock it out of the air. Good pass though by Palmer too.
Perfect pass.
There it is, back to Palmer. As captain to captain, as the two alternate captains, as Castilny will go off the ice. Whitus collects at the blue line. Will try to get it to Cimbro, who will whiff. Luckily, a Miami player falls down. But she does okay. Look, Nixon with the shot. Oh, that almost went through the wickets. Nice last second save there by Hofer, though. Woodward on the attack. Gives it up to Wishoff. Wishoff, shot, saved, rebound, as there it is. Oh, that's just wide from Woodward. Shower, I don't think, saw that one all the way. Woodward just sailed that one high. Whitus as it hit the back of the net. Oh, nice save there by Shorer. Once again, wasn't able to see that. Luckily, her pad saw it all the way.
An overpass to the Chippewas there, and that's something that they need to be working on is
Wishoff, shot, blocked.
collecting those passes from their teammates.
That's something we've seen from Central Michigan all year. We talked about it already tonight, is the passes. They haven't been the most, how do I want to put this, the most
pinpoint passes.
Pinpoint passes, thank you. That's what I wanted to say.
Or accurate.
But Kylie Del Rey hassling the puck getter. Never saying that again. Hubert off the boards. Will try and hit it to a teammate. Not able to. That was stolen by a Redhawks. That was a Horan who stole it. We've said her name a lot tonight. Saudi gives way to Hubert, who will collect. Hubert tries to clear. She is not able to. Saudi's able to clear, though, just for a second as the Redhawks put it right back into their offensive zone. As Del Rey will chase it down. That's actually Zoe Horan who grabs it. As Miami will go along the boards. 3 minutes gone here in period number 3. Derek Steele alongside Matt Ryder. Make sure to stay tuned tomorrow, 11 a.m. warm-up start time. We will be live around 10:55 for game 2 of the series. Parker Morrison will be on that call alongside yours truly. As that one sailed wide, a Schroer once again. As Matt, it's what we've talked about Central Michigan all year on the defensive back check, not giving easy shots to their opponent. It's been a lot of really hard angles for Miami, and so far they haven't been able to capitalize on any.
No, they're just
as there's Del Rey who went down. Luckily, she's able to get up under her own power.
We cannot afford Miss Del Rey to be injured for this.
Let's see what happened here once
CMU squad
it gets shown.
For a number of reasons.
Face-off is won by Miami. Oh, as Del Rey was hit into the boards, and she went down. Big hit there by a Redhawks player. But Liatino will give it up to a Redhawks player. Palmer will go and chase it. Big thank you to our producer and our cameraman, Reagan Cleves and Devin Sarah. Both gentlemen doing an amazing job so far. Had a huge call tonight for Division III earlier, a huge win for the men's team on senior night, beating Davenport 6-4. Big bounce back win for them, trying to get their bid to nationals. So are these women. They will play in the CCWHA playoffs next weekend from Burton, Michigan, Crystal Fieldhouse.
Hey, that's a big win for the boys as they took a loss yesterday, you know. So huge win. All they need to do, just win, right? That's their catchphrase, it seems like.
The 6 seniors being honored for the men's team today, 2 of which were able to score 6 different scores for the men's team, Matt. We've talked about it with the women's. Being able to share the wealth of the puck. It's been Porzondik, it's been Gibbs, it's been Owen Campbell had another goal tonight. He had an opportunity. But Central Michigan, the men's team, was able to do a really good job of sharing the puck as there's William with a shot save from Hofer.
Yeah, that's great for the men's. And to notch their ticket to the playoffs, they just need to win out. Or I don't know if they need to win out, but they just need to win. Yeah, they need to win out. Confirmation from the boys. They need to win out.
They will take on Oakland University next Friday in the first round of the MCHC playoffs. You can see that game right here on CCHN. Devin Sarah and Reagan Cleves will have that call, as that one will circle around Hofer. Williams tries to grab it. She's not able to. These women's, as we mentioned, traveling to U of M Flint, as there's a big hit, no call, much to the dismay of this team. It looks like if everything pans out, they will be playing Adrian College next Friday. That one right now. Oh, as Nixon is taken down. Once again, no call. These refs, Matt, not calling it both ways, letting these teams play out so far. As there's a shot blocked by Williams. She takes a body down. No calls as bodies just hit the deck here tonight.
Nixon, after notching 4 goals in the L2U series in the last game 2 weeks ago, looking for her to get on the board and continue that streak, but she's just been catching fire as of late.
Defensive zone giveaway for the Chippewas that led to a shot. That one was from Zahora, and sure, once again, cool, calm, collected. Able to make the easy save, much that Joel Drucker would enjoy that save. Joel being to our right, watching this one.
So Zoe Saudi having a little dance-off at the face-off line.
That's something I've noticed about this team. They've been able to face adversity so far. We've talked about it time and time again, losing 4 in a row to start the second semester. They're still out here having fun. They're still playing competitive hockey. They really haven't been out of any of their losses so far this year. They're 4 regulation loss and then the 1 overtime loss to Sioux College. They were never out of the game. They will fight for a full 60 minutes.
Yeah, and that pertains to the 3 overtimes that they have here at Martin Eisen Arena, just coming back from behind. So they fight to the end, play 0-0 every period coming in.
I was going to say their 3 overtime wins here from Martin have all been comeback wins, as there's Hubert going to the right point, shot saved from Hofer. 13:23 left in period number 2. But fans, we want to remind you that the broadcast of today's game is a copyrighted presentation of the American Collegiate Hockey Association, MAC TV, and the CMU Club Hockey Network. No reproduction, retransmission, or other distribution of the descriptions or accounts of this game may take place without the express written consent of the ACHA, CCHN, and MAC TV. You impressed with that, Matt? I was able to get that all in before the puck was shot for the face-off.
Yeah, I can feel your breath. You're out of breath, man.
Woo!
I'll try to help you out.
It's been a week. But Central Michigan clinging onto a 2-0 lead. Castellini will dump that into the zone. It looked like they might have tried to get a line change off, but the Chippewas will not. Castellini once again will dump it into the zone. This time it's Nixon who is denied at the doorstep to get in. That shot is high of Schroer. That was from Petruska. Shot saved by Schroer easily with the stick. Will knock it to her right. 12:28 left. Another shot blocked that will find its way to a Redhawks player. Casilni will block it once again. Miami trying to find a clear shot. They will get one shot as that hits a body in front. Leah Palmer. Look, Leah Palmer coming up huge with this.
Nice lead pass.
As icing was waved off, Williams will come on and grab it. Williams has space, dumps it off, shot, Delray, yes! Oh, that hits crossbar. From my angle here, it looked like it went in. Delray with a good bid for her 22nd on the year. She will take another shot as that one hits off a Redhawks player.
All she needs to do is just keep shooting, just keep shooting. I mean,
It's like Dory from Finding Nemo, just keep
I was
swimming.
hoping you caught that, yeah. But Coach Haney just telling Delray that just all she needs to do is keep shooting because good things happen when she
Miami,
shoots that puck.
3-on-1, shot, as that, oh, that hits crossbar. Crossbar saving both goalies here in the last minute. Schroer will buy that crossbar a steak dinner as there is a whistle. Let's see what the stoppage of play is.
Not the steak dinner thing again. That's the boys thing.
I think that might have been an offsides on Central Michigan.
Well, Bree Schroer giving up 2.4 goals a game this season after having an electric outing in the Sioux game and then being taken out in the LTU series. So she's been going through a whirl of events.
It wasn't like Schroer got beat on that breakaway shot. She was there to make the save. The shooter, that was Woodward, who just had a clean shot. She was able to elevate it past her. She pits it another probably 5 inches to the left. That's going into the back of the net. Nothing you could do there if you're Schroer, though.
I'll tell you what, she's going to need to step up in this series if Abraham is not going to be playing. Because if she doesn't, she needs to be on her A game, carrying this Chippewa team on the defensive end.
Lauren Abraham not dressing this weekend. We were not told why she's not dressing, but she is still with the team. She is on the bench right there.
#1 cheerleader for the team.
That's something else we've liked to see from the team all year. We talked about it earlier, them dealing with injuries, but when a team is down and out, or when a player's, as Saudi, Palmer takes a player down, as that's gonna warrant a penalty, much to the dismay of this crowd. Palmer going to the penalty box for the 3rd time this year. This will be 6 penalty minutes on the Chippewas alternate captain.
Is this the first penalty for the Chippewas? Second?
Second, Nixon had a trip.
Okay, well, this is one of the keys to the game. Get back on that power play and utilize it and score. They've been struggling coming into this matchup, 2-14. That is a scary stat.
As that was called a trip on Palmer. But let's take a look at it again, Matt.
On a replay thing. Instant replay.
As we are not going to be able to take a look at it, play has started, 1:52 left on the Palmer penalty. 3rd tripping penalty on the night. Haney will try and clear. She's not able to. That's going to ricochet to Nixon. Nixon will try and clear. She's not able to. As there's a ricochet off of Schroer's pad. Nice save there by Bree Schroer. As Leontino will kick it as she goes down. Nice gritty play there by Grace Leontino.
She just slipped and fell on her back.
Luckily, she's able to get up and play through. As there's another save by Schroer. 1:18 left in the Redhawks penalty. They are 0 for 1 on the power play. As Leontino hits the deck again, but there's a clear from, I believe that was Haney who was able to clear. Chippewas are going to get a line change off. 1 minute left in the power play. Williams steals it. Trying to just waste time are the Central Michigan Chippewas right now. Hubert will just knock it back into the zone. Redhawks are able to get it out. They're going to go on the forecheck. That's Campbell trying to find her spot. She will dump it off to a teammate. Over to Shum. Shum back to Campbell. Campbell not able to locate it. She's able to get it back to Shum. Shum will whiff on the shot. There it is. Back to Shum, though. Shum will try and hit it towards Schroer. Schroer sees it all the way as she's able to get the whistled stop. 8:35 left in the period. 25 seconds left on the power play.
Chippewas able to hold a 2-0 lead. 8.5 left in this third period. And they have been resilient all season in low-scoring games, coming out strong on the other end. As of late,
Face-off won by Central Michigan. They're going to try and clear. They're not able to.
losing a couple to teams in Sioux and Penn State.
As there's a nice sprawling save by Schroer going to her left to save it with the pad and the glove to get the whistle. 15 seconds left in the penalty.
I think it's safe to say that she has her mojo back, right, after her last start.
Everyone is going to have bad games. You see it in all sports. The big thing, especially if you're a goalie, is to be able to trust yourself and understand that, okay, you have a bad game. We saw it with Elijah Jones for the men's team today, as there's a save by Schroer. Penalty was successfully killed off by Central Michigan. But going back to my point, as a goalie, you need to be able to hold that trust in yourself and understand you're going to have bad games. Schroer didn't play her best against Lawrence Tech, but she knows she's a good goalie. She has over a 900 save percentage at .921 this year. It's just, in my opinion, it's just trusting yourself and understanding that bad games are going to happen.
Oh, yeah, and she's been great all year. You know, we're not faulting her for that. She's been that power duel for the goalies.
Williams up at the Delray. Chippewas have numbers. Nixon, shot. Oh, big save there by Hofer coming out of the crease to make the padded save. Palmer, slap. As that hits the body, Miami is going to be able to clear. That's right off the boards to Whitus at neutral ice, so 7:40 left in the game. Over to Williams at neutral ice. Williams will try and dump it. She's not able to as she's pulled off the puck, as that was just dumped in by Rammer, as she will go off the ice for a change. Williams will collect along the end board. She gets it to Delray in the corner. Delray, oh, as Nixon is taken down. No call there as Hubert is slow to get up. These fans are not happy with this referee crew so far tonight. And Matt, we've talked about it all year, as there's a huge save by Schroer, but
Looking at it at the instant replay here.
they just collide. That's clean. They collide. See one more angle on the play before the face-off.
From our producer.
The puck is in the corner to Delray. Delray's gonna kick it.
From our producer, Reagan Cleese, says it's a trip.
That's the same thing as Mermelick's gonna have a breakaway. Bree Mermelick, shot, saved by Hofer. But that's the same thing you called on Palmer there, so I could see that going both ways. As there is to Leveralt. Leveralt back to a teammate. I could not see who that was. Rebound as, oh, that once again, it's a crossbar. Schroer got beat. Hits off the crossbar though. Miami cannot buy a goal right now. Wilson not able to touch the puck due to the delayed offsides. Miami's able to get it out of their own zone as there is no penalty upcoming. Viatino doing a good job trying to stay in front of the player, not giving them anything easy. Back to Schlereth. Schlereth over to Woodward. Woodward will go on sides. Woodward trying to find her shot as that hit off a Castilny stick. 5:57 left. There's a shot by the Redhawks leading point getter and Wishoff. Saved once again by Schroer.
Oh yeah, Schroer's confident. Judging by her body language, snagging that puck. She's like, I got this. And 5:53 left in this one.
And Matt, if you're Miami, you're gonna start seeing them as there's the puck to Simbro. They're able to get the puck out with Hubert. Hubert will go to her right, stays on side with Saudi. But if you're Miami, you might start seeing them thinking about pulling their goalie 5.5 minutes. It's a little bit early, but watch, keep an eye on Miami's netminder, especially if they're able to get some momentum going on the offensive side. As that one's dumped in by Simbro, Saudi will go to chase it into the corner. She's pinned up against the board. That's where Wishoff will grab it. Wishoff gets it out to Zoran. That's actually to Woodward. Woodward over to Shum. Shum tried to get in front to Woodward. She's not able to, as Central Michigan's doing everything they can right now to keep the puck out of the back of the net. There is to Schlereth. Schlereth, cross ice feed, shot, save, as there's the whistle to Schroer, 4:55 left in the period. But fans, make sure to stay tuned after the conclusion of this game for the post-game show brought to you by Optimex Sports. We will break down this one, look at the scoring. It's Simbro and Williams, the 2 goal scorers for Central Michigan so far tonight. Plus, we'll take a look at Matt's players to watch for that we were not able to go over yet. See how they did, plus the keys of the game. That's all on the Intermission Report brought to you by Optimex Sports.
Get ready, boys and girls. You don't want to miss it.
Central Michigan having issues getting the puck out of their own zone. 4:36 left in the game. Williams will grab it. That's actually Nixon who grabs it. Nixon will lead the attack. She has Del Rey streaking. Barely on sides was Gabby Nixon. Gabby shot, saved by Hofer, and the whistle. 4:23 left.
Wow. That one had a huge opportunity there. Nixon skating near the far boards, and Del Rey just maneuvering in the crease, waiting for that pass to come. And those 2 players are a dynamic duo, both leading the team in goals. Del Rey in number 1 and Nixon in number 2.
Nixon enjoyed a 4-goal game against Lawrence Tech. That was her first career hat trick as a Central Michigan Chippewa.
Absolutely went off, went bonkers.
Castilny will get the shot off. That's saved by Hofer. Rebound out to Del Rey. Del Rey will try and find Williams. That one's stolen by Miami, though. There's Castilny. Castilny will slap it over to a teammate. As there's a whistle upcoming, hand pass will send it out of the Central Michigan zone.
Well, streaks to continue. Mac Barnett is trying to continue his streak. She had 2 assists and a goal in the LTU series. And Del Rey has a streak of 3 games in a row and being in the penalty box, so she's going to try to avoid a 4th game in a row.
That's an interesting fact. I did not know that one about Kylie Del Rey.
Yeah, it's not that good of a stat, but thought it'd be good to say on the broadcast.
Central Michigan only having, as that one's saved by Schroer.
Oh, wow.
As White, who was that? Was that Perry? That was Perry who went into the boards.
Completely walking right into the boards. Like
Central Michigan has 68 penalty minutes. Finally able to get enough time to do that mental math.
I could see the stars floating around her head right now. She's trying to regain her balance.
As another huge save by Schroer, 3:04 left. Do you remember the hit Perry had at Lawrence Tech last time out?
That was nasty.
She had it late in the 3rd period. It ended up being a checking. That was a huge hit, Perry. We talked about that for probably a good week after that game, though.
Oh, my goodness. If I was a ref, I would call it a major.
It was called a major.
It was a major. Oh, okay.
It was a major.
Well, and good job, refs.
Simbro. Oh, nice defense there by the Redhawks. She has a team up, though, the Simbro. That's Saudi. Saudi with the pink tape on her stick. There it is, out to Palmer at the blue line. Palmer will dump it into Saudi. Saudi trying to fight for it. That's Hubert coming in to help her. Saudi's going to try and get it out. She's able to. Zoe Saudi trying to look for her first goal in the 2nd semester, as that one is shot wide.
Great job by the Chippewas to create spacing on the offensive end.
Palmer one-timer. That shot in front of the net as they score! Central Michigan extending their lead to 3 with 2:20 left. Leah Palmer, her 5th on the year.
Chippewas we're doing a great job just being patient, making that extra pass. Zoe Sadi wanted a shot and touched the net, but ricocheted, and Palmer collected her steps and found the puck and found the promised land for, I believe, goal number 5 on the season for Palmer, and that will be point number 20. So she enters the group chat in the 20-point squad, along with Williams and Del Rey and Nixon. Oh, Saudi has an opportunity from the left side. Into the chest.
Cimbro credited with the assist on the Palmer goal. That's Palmer's 5th goal. That will be Cimbro's 4th assist, 2nd on the night. That also brings her to 8 points. So Matt, that's another Chippewa, Noelle Cimbro, who's creeping towards double-digit points. As that's Cimbro's 3rd point of the night.
Palmer, yeah. Well, Palmer is known to be the passer on this team, leading the team in assists. But she can score too. She just needs to continue to pepper shots, but known for her passing, just like Caitlin Williams, very similar play styles.
That one's kept in by Miami, trying to find something, as that's a slap shot right at the chest of the Chippewas netminder. 1:33 left in period number 3. Central Michigan hanging on to a 3-0 lead. But Matt, I don't know, this might be the best performance out of Shore I've seen.
I mean,
Sioux College.
Yeah, I say Sioux. I think you said her best game was Michigan State, but it's definitely Sioux, having 72 shots and only letting in 1 goal. I mean, that's something to put on your resume. I mean, that's huge.
She saved 70 shots on that night. As Palmer was trying to make a bid for her 2nd shot, that one saved by Hofer. But yeah, that first game against Sioux, she faced 72 shots. She made 70 saves. As that one from Whiters, as that finds the back of the net. It's a goal parade here in period number 3. Central Michigan's able to break this one open. Declan Whitus, her 3rd on the year. And Matt, 10 points on the year for Whitus.
Whitus enters the double digits column. Number 3 on the year for Whitus. She's a defenseman, and she's been having these opportunities on offense. Her first goal in an overtime win here at Martin Ice Arena. Can't talk. And her 3rd goal here as well at Martin. One of her goals was to achieve 5 goals on the season, and she has a chance to do that. Great to see her get involved in the offensive end.
That assist was credited to Del Rey. That will be her 14th assist on the year. 35th point on the year for the Central Michigan leading scorer. As there's 1 minute left in this one, Wilson will send it into the zone. Palmer will go and chase after it to negate the icing. Central Michigan holding on to a 4-0 lead. 49 seconds left here. Miami just trying to find something to hang their hats on. Palmer will steal it. 36 seconds left. It's back into the Central Michigan zone from Rammer. Rammer will take it out. Tries to get it to a teammate. She's able to. That's over to Schlereth. Schlereth, as that is going to be offsides on the Redhawks. 24.1 seconds left. But Matt.
What's up, Derek?
10 points on the year for Declan Whitus. That is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 players in double digits for the Chippewas this year. Spreading the wealth.
6 of them are freshmen, taking the lead on this Chippewa team, showing the veterans who's boss, that they run this team.
Central Michigan has faced some adversity, but barring a miracle, will win their 2nd game in a row. 7 seconds left on the clock. That is Whitus with it. 3 seconds left. And the clock is going to hit triple digits. Central Michigan will get their 13th win on the season, as this one will be Bree Schroer's first shutout of her Central Michigan career. 4-0. Make sure to stay tuned for the Optimex postgame show We'll take a look at this one, plus a lot more right here on CCHN, your home for Chippewa hockey.
Standing ovation from the crowd.
And we're back here on CCHN. I'm alongside goaltender Bree Shore. First career shutout as a member of the Central Michigan Chippewas. Bree, looking at this team last year, 4 wins on the season. You were able to hit the magic number of 13. What has Coach Haney's message been to you all season long?
You know, basically just keep trying your hardest. We're going to get there eventually, and yeah.
Coming off of probably what would have been one of your worst starts this year against Lawrence Tech, what were you saying to yourself pre-game to get ready for this one?
Basically just keep my head in the game. I mean, make sure my angles are on and keep my head in the game, basically. That's it.
Having your goaltend partner, Abraham, not dressed tonight, how much added pressure did that hit on you, knowing that you didn't have someone to come in and back you up if it was to get out of hand?
I mean, not much at all. I mean, as long as I stay in my game, I play my game. I mean, be fine.
We've talked about it all year with your team, the defense, forcing the opposing players to take hard shots. What do you have to say to your defense tonight, and how well were they able to help you?
Tremendously. They obviously blocked many shots. They kept the slot clear. No shots really came from there, and not letting too many shots on net.
Well, thank you for joining us on the postgame show. That is Lily Freeshore with her first career shutout as a Central Michigan Chippewa. Make sure to stay tuned for the postgame show. Matt will be back on with me, where we will break down her performance and a lot more. Make sure to stay tuned. Thank you so much. Go get changed. Congrats. You did amazing. And we're back here on CCHN with the post-game show brought to you by Optimex Sports. Central Michigan able to win their second in a row for the first time since 2022, December 3rd and 4th of 2022, when they were able to go to Compton Family Ice Arena and sweep the Notre Dame Fighting Irish. As we had some technical difficulties with our camera, we do apologize for that one.
What's new, right? What's new?
We will try and find a solution for that one, but we will continue with the post-game show, Matt. First off, I want to talk about Bree Schroer. Arguably one of the best games she had in her Central Michigan career. The first career shutout from her. What did you like from her tonight?
Oh my goodness, she was lights out, and I promise you, throughout the broadcast, I just wanted to say, oh, he's gonna get that. She's gonna get that shutout, but you know that'll be a broadcasting's jinx and against the rules. But she was lights out, had one of her best games in her career, next to the Sioux College game. So she's back on her A game and ready to rock and roll for tomorrow.
The other goalie for Central Michigan, Abraham, not able to dress. So one of the biggest concerns with Central Michigan is how is Shore going to be able to bounce back from Lawrence Tech being taken out early in the second period for Abraham, who did not dress. I think she checked off all the boxes tonight.
Oh yeah, more than all the boxes, all the circles and all the triangles too. But like Coach Haney was saying, he's been preaching all year, Abraham and Bree Schroer, the best duo in the ACHA and goalies, and that's what's showing tonight. Abraham has a shutout and Bree has a shutout. So, you know, that's a testing to their season of success on the defensive end, and we got some offensive players too.
Talking about the offense, Delray with her 35th point on the year. Simbro with, 9 points on the year now? 8 points on the year?
I believe it's 9.
9
Same
points,
as her number.
9 points on the year. Williams had an assist and a goal tonight. Palmer with her 21st point on the year with her 5th goal. Central Michigan finally able to find their groove on the offensive side of their game again here in the final Lawrence Tech game and now here tonight too.
Yeah, and it's a great start. You know, after going through a rough start, the 4 games going 1-3-1. You know, now they're notching their second win in a row, and they're back on the winning streak and taking control of this conference. And you know, excited to see what's to come tomorrow, as we see Abraham and Simbro. I think will have the golden bucket hat.
Who is it? That is Simbro, who's wearing the hard hat. 1 goal and 2 assists. But we talked about the offense for Central Michigan, as I am going to double check my stats really quickly. That is 6 points on the year. 8 points on the year for Noel Simbro.
Oh, sorry, Simbro. We thought you had
8
9
points on the year for Simbro.
Hey. You know, I came here in half of the first period, and you told me she scored with 34 seconds into
the game for McKenna Brown.
And McKenna Brown, or for Noel Simbro, and McKenna Brown.
I'm saying it was 34 from, yeah.
So McKenna Brown, apparently that was her number. I mean, how cool is that, right? And Noel Simbro to get on the board to start this game off and to create fireworks throughout this game and to get a shout out as a team. You know, everything just clicked today. And that's amazing to see for these Chippewas.
I think this is the most complete game I've seen out of Central Michigan, probably since I want to go back to Abraham's shutout against Notre Dame. This is probably the most complete game I've seen offensively, defensively. Yes, they were 0 for 1 on the power play tonight, but they were able to kill off all 3 of their penalties. They went 3 for 3 on the penalty kill tonight. But looking at our players to watch for Central Michigan, we had Nixon and Barnett. None of their names, unfortunately, made the stat sheet. Nixon having 4 goals. We talked about that tonight. Barnett had, 2 assists
tonight
in the second Lawrence Tech game.
2 assists and 1 goal in the Lawrence Tech game. So that's why I thought she was going to continue her streak here in this series, but that's okay. You know, Barnett's been the main leader for this team on and off the ice, and it's showing. You know, they've been through the ups through the first half of the season. Oh, you almost fell.
I almost fell there.
We don't want that to happen.
Ooh, that would not be good. Parker, if I fall, you are doing the game by herself
Zoe
tonight.
Saudi.
As Zoe Saudi is walking by her set.
She was trying.
Great game by Saudi
She was
tonight.
she was trying to notch a goal in that third period. I saw that. You're trying to get that goal. And
She
her
said
head got
yes,
banged, yeah.
but her head got banged and now her head hurts. Well, rest up and get ready for tomorrow, Zoe.
Let's go,
She
Zoe.
gave us the thumbs up. But going back to our players to watch for Miami, you had Wishoff, the leading points getter for Miami, and then Shum. Both had multiple opportunities, but Schroer coming up with some huge saves and the crossbar helping out a handful of times
Yeah, and now
tonight.
and not only Schroer, it was the defensive back check the whole night. They were flying around all over the ice, being aggressive, being up in their face, and to be able to just help Schroer out 110% to make this game a lot easier for her. But I mean, to finish my point with Mac Barnett being that captain, being that leader on and off the ice, you know, she's just talking to people, talking to Noelle Simbro's, McKenna's family, and getting them here and making sure this team is going on the right track, getting ready for playoffs. So, you know, she's been that leader, and she deserves all the credit in the world getting this team to where they're at right now.
Going over keys to the game, Matt, do you want to go over your 3 keys to the game and how did Central Michigan do on them?
Number 1, apply spacing on offense, utilizing the stretch pass to stretch the defense. Yeah, I think, a lot of opportunities in the second period and third period, you know, those lead passes, those stretch passes, they were utilizing them at a high level. And a lot of them, maybe they didn't hit, the sticks of the players, but that's something that you want to see. Just make it hard on that defense, spreading the puck and not staying stagnant or like a cone, just staying still all the time. So, and that's what led to 4 goals and being dynamic in that aspect.
Second key to the game was improve on power play and keep pressure on penalty kill. Third one was create turnovers on the defensive end. How did they do on both of those tonight?
Yeah, I just loved watching them on defense. I mean, they're a defensive team, and I know they have a lot of dynamic players on offense, but what Coach Haney was saying a couple weeks ago was, when you're down a man, you tend to stand back a little bit and give the offense some space. But he says you should do the opposite. You should apply pressure, go forward, and make sure you can try to, jump those passes and create offense and clear the zone. So that's exactly what they did tonight.
3 stars of the game it's all Central Michigan for our 3 stars tonight. Third star is going to go to number 8, Caitlin Williams, a goal and assist for Williams on the season. Second star will go to Noelle Simbro, goal and 2 assists. First star, you guessed it, it's going to go to Bree Shore, the win. We did not get the number of shots she faced officially tonight. We should have that number hopefully for you tomorrow morning. But she did get the win, and she was able to get the shutout in doing so.
Great job, girls. I mean, Noelle Simbro, definitely something. She's probably really happy for that, and giving a big hug to the McKenna's family here, coming from Florida. That's just an amazing experience, and great game to come out to. 4-0 and a shutout. So that's great for Noelle and for the suicide prevention, raising money for this cause. That's the most important thing. And if you could still do it by going to the website and contacting Captain Mac Barnett and Coach Haney to continue raising money for that.
Going over Light the Lamp for tonight, we were not able to go over this or give our picks in the abbreviated pregame, but I had Caitlin Williams, the goal and the assist, gave her 3 points on the night. That's going to pit me at 27 on the year going into the final game. Matt, you're tightening up the race. 4 points tonight. You picked Noelle Simbro.
Wow.
I think that might have been a little bit of a questionable pick.
So how many points do I need to pass you and win the Light
You
the
need
Lamp?
5 points tomorrow.
All right, so let me know in the comment section who I should pick, and so I can take the lead and win Light the Lamp this season.
Parker chose Zoe Saudi. She unfortunately got him 0 points tonight, so he is still at 4. But who knows? Parker
Well,
could
he's
take.
not going to come back. I mean,
Parker could pick the right player tomorrow and come back. But with that being said, our next time on air is going to be 11 a.m. tomorrow. We'll be live at 10:55 versus Miami. Round 2 of this from Martin Ice Arena should be a good one. I will have that call alongside Parker Morrison.
Say some prayers, Redhawks, because you're going to need it tomorrow to split the series. I promise you that. Chippewas are coming in a vengeance and ready to sweep you guys and head into playoffs on a hot streak.
For the Division III team, they had a big win against Davenport, 6-4 tonight. Goalie Elijah Jones getting yet another win on his record for today. They will be playing in the first round of the MCHC playoffs next Friday. That's going to be a 9 p.m. puck drop. That's Friday the 24th at Midland Civic Arena against Oakland University. Central Michigan matched up against them a couple weekends ago. It was a split. They lost from Troy Sports Center, and then they were able to come back to Martin and beat the Golden Grizzlies.
Well, that's what we do. We're the Chippewas. We come back and we show who's boss here at Martin Ice Arena. It's been hard for me to say that tonight. I'm sorry, guys. We gotta wrap this up. We're doing bad here.
With that being said, we want to give a big thank you once again to our cameraman, Devin Sarah, our producer, Reagan Cleaves, who is not here right now. He is starting to pack all of our equipment away for the night. But thank you to both of those gentlemen for helping us out tonight. We also want to give a big thank you to MHTV for all of our equipment tonight. And then we want to give a big thank you to the fans for supporting us all year. Matt, you got anything else to say?
Yeah, thanks for staying up late tonight. You know,
I do not have my watch on me today, so I cannot check the time.
I know sometimes the kids, they have a bedtime at 8 p.m., but it's past 10 p.m., so thank you for letting the kids stay up. And it was an electric one tonight, so stay tuned for tomorrow, 11 a.m., bright and early.
As with that being said, it is going to wrap us up for tonight as the Central Michigan Chippewas get win number 13 on the year on the back of goalie Bree Schroer with the final score of 4-0 against the Miami Redhawks. Make sure to stay tuned to CCHN tomorrow morning for an 11 a.m. puck drop and next weekend for the CCWHA playoffs live from Crystal Fieldhouse. With that being said, for our entire broadcast crew and my partner Matt Ryder, I'm Derek Steele saying have a great night, everybody.